Alright guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video. In the background you see Sky playing with one of the new mobs, member of the Cycraft crew, and yeah, we're hanging out here on a test server. We're doing tests about the spawning behavior of the new mobs, which is, the llamas here. It's wandering trader llamas, and the trader himself. Quite interesting mobs because let's quickly look at them. They are a wandering trader that occur randomly. I will talk about how exactly they spawn in a few minutes, but before we do that I want to show you another interesting little thing. So we throw these 2 emeralds down there, stacked up to a bunch of 2, right? Roughly keep track in the video how long it takes for these items to despawn. We know it should be 5 minutes. In the meantime, let's talk about these 2 fellows and a wandering trader. And this is typically how you would see such a colony. That's the normal spawning formation of them. If they spawn in a world, they would always try to spawn with 2 accompanying llamas. So those llamas are relatively interesting. They're a bit unique. They're slightly different from the naturally spawned llamas. As you can see, I give him a zombie-like creature here, and they don't like it at all. So those llamas attack zombies and zombie-like creatures, but those llamas are also extremely squishy with their spitting. They do about let's say half a heart of damage per hit, so not really powerful. This guy is still angry, sitting up on the roof, and still spitting. That's gonna be an interesting duel. Don't walk down, you're doomed. Oh wow, they can spit straight down. Look at that. I spit in your general direction. So maybe this is a potential, to use them a bit in farms, zombie pigman farms or similar. Could be quite interesting. Anyways, that's what they normally spawn with. 2 of the llamas and one of these guys, and they normally don't do much at the moment yet. They don't really have an AI. As we can see, the emeralds are still there, looking good. So let's toss a few more here, stack him up a bit. So these guys have different traits, all kinds of things that are quite interesting. Pretty much, it seems this is the wave of Mojang to say, hey, everything is renewable now. Pretty much any item that was not farmable in a way, you can trade with these guys. They have different trades. As you can see, this guy is, for example, selling coral blocks. Some of them sell sand, ice, packed ice, different variants of it, dyes of all sorts, vines, and the prices vary from 1 to 5 emeralds at the moment. It seems everything here is the higher tier stuff. For example, packed ice belongs to the 2nd tier, and so all kinds of different trades, and it's interesting how they implemented that. This is, for example, a tier 2 trade here with Podsol. Let's look at more of the tier 2 trades. Here this guy's blue ice for 6. Okay, the items are still there. We're doing some experiments. I think we found a bug with item despawning. Here Nautilus shells, of course, quite interesting. And here the sand, for example, 1 for 4. So they have pretty much a way now in the game to get anything that is non-renewable as well. I mean, there's gunpowder right there. You had other ways to get that. So this is how these traders work. So the idea of them is they are not permanent, and also they can also be only 1 per world. So we were looking into the code a little bit, checking it out, and it seems right now the item behavior is normal again. Okay, I'm gonna throw, let's say, a stack of 3 here. Right, now let's do more. Let's say I'm gonna throw half a stack out and see how that behaves. Okay, always keep a look on these items while we do the video. So how is their spawning behavior? How do we get them? Well, it's pretty simple, and those guys actually can even spawn on half slabs. Yes, indeed. And how do they spawn? Well, after a world is more than a day old, that means more than 24k ticks, right? You can do a command. If you go time query game time, right, you will see this world here is 124,000 ticks old, so it's over an hour. And now, after a first day is gone, there will be a spawn attempt every minute, and the chances are actually 2.5% that a trader villager spawns, and they will always spawn within a 48 block radius around a player, right? So as you see right now, they're standing around, right? They have no real AI or anything. I guess they will implement that, but it's not bound to anything, not to light level, not to height level, not being close to a village, nothing. It's literally, if you have like, I don't know how many guys we have on, 5, so it will pick a random player of the player pool and try to spawn a villager, a trader on them. So if the first spawn attempt is unsuccessful, in the next round, it will increase, a minute later that is, the chances to 5% for one to spawn. And if then still none was able to spawn, we will increase the chances to 7.5% of one to spawn anywhere around you in a 48 block area around a player. It will happen then with a 7.5% chance, and that's the high chance it can get. So pretty much right now, every minute we have a chance of 7.5% one of these would naturally spawn. So I should probably go ahead and kill them all. Yes, the mango did that favor for us, because otherwise we cannot tell if a real one spawns, because that's what we're trying at the moment. We're in a flat world here, right? It shouldn't matter, but it's just a nice flat world so we can spot them quickly. But so far, after an hour, we still didn't get one, so it's relatively rare to get them. And now the question is it overpowered? Wow, you could farm emeralds galore, and then trade sand, and everything you need. Well, the point is, the way they're gonna implement this is way different. Pretty much those villagers will have limited supply. The villager sticks around for 48k ticks. That is about 40 minutes or something. The trader stays around, and then they will despawn, and also they'll check for the llamas, they will despawn. So the question is, if you name tag then, can you prevent that? Definitely, as soon as you name tag them, they will no longer count as this one villager then, or trader that can exist per world. So you should be able to name him and hope to get a better one or a new one, and maybe have multiples in a world. But as I said, they have planning or already implemented that they have limited supply. It's semi-useful. You cannot really exploit it for sand trading or anything like that, right? So that's that about the villages. If you have any more questions about their spawning or what, let me know. I can tell you, everything about it. And another bit here, quickly to the Composter. Right, the Composter was introduced last week or the week before, and pretty much you can toss all sorts of items in there and create bone meal from that. So quickly, first testing, let's take some carrots. This was, for example, in the first iteration, you had a 50%, no, a 20% chance even only, I think. Oh, no, carrots was 50%, same as cactus. A 50% chance to fill up one layer, right? And it has these 7 stages until bone meal pops out. Well, now they changed that. They changed all the tiers. So pretty much all the items that were in the 20% tier, like, leaves or certain saplings and stuff, have a 50% chance now. Everything that was in the 50% tier, for example, cacti, for example, carrots, flowers, and similar, now have a chance of 65% to increase the volume by 1 here. And the 80% tier stuff, for example, what was it, baked potatoes also, that is 85%, and of course the 100% or yeah, remains the same. It's still 100% that was cake or, you know, similar pumpkin pie. So yeah, they buffed this thing a little bit, and now with the setup Ilmango showed, for example, last week with the brand new and revolutionary cactus farm, you can definitely produce quite a bunch of bone meal, even better now. And it might be even possible to make a sustainable or almost sustainable flower farm that actually produces excess bone meal. But quick calculations made it so it's still not powerful enough. You don't get enough. Well, yeah, as you can see, we were still hanging out here. The items we threw in the beginning of the video all are despawned now because we took more time. But yeah, we found a very, very weird behavior with item despawning, and I think it's not intended. I know Grum is working on that at the moment, but it is like that. If you toss an item down and it's an individual one, it will as usual only despawn after 5 minutes. But as soon as there's more than one item per stack, items actually despawn in a minute. So you can see that, for example, if I throw out here this full stack, we have a quintuple stack of items. And this will despawn within a minute instead of 5. So that's obviously broken. That cannot be intended. If that is a way to improve performance, we have a problem. So yeah, that's definitely a bug. I already told one of the developers about it. They're looking into it. So don't be too concerned. But yeah, that's something we spotted. That was really, really weird. Anyways, you know, we've been hanging out here for the whole video. Still, we didn't get a trader. So yeah, they are rare. If you get them, they are limited. Their time of existence in the world is limited. Their trades will be heavily limited. So yeah, I guess it's a gimmicky add-on. Once again, nothing for the tech community to really exploit. And yeah, we will see. That's what they got at the moment. Their behavior is relatively simple. They don't have no AI. Potentially they would wander towards villages, maybe or so. But yeah, I don't know about that yet. And yeah, that's it. That's all the info we got. If you want to know more, holler at me in the comment section and I will try to answer. And yeah, thanks for watching. What is Sky doing back there, man? He's riding a freaking slime in a minecart. Yeah, that's what you do when you try to hang out on the server and get a freaking trader to spawn. Alright, bye guys!